Hello and welcome back to Survive or Thrive Challenge. This is week 15 out of 20 weeks of eating what we grow. So it means we've got 5 weeks to go. A bit of an update. So yesterday afternoon, Evan and I processed 1 pig and 1 lamb. So I planned on making most of those into sausages. I'll just see how ambitious I'm feeling because sausages are a bit of work. But hopefully there'll be pork and lamb sausages. So hopefully I can show you a bit of an update of that next week. And we did have a sheep that died. Is that right? You found that, didn't you?
Yeah, actually we had some friends over and we'd let the sheep out just to do a little bit of free ranging. And when we went to put them away, there was one just laying sort of next to the dam. And we don't know why, but I think it is one of the older ones, so I'm not sure what happened with it.
Yeah,
but
so
these things happen.
They do. Someone said to me, if you've got livestock, you sometimes have dead stock. So yeah, so we're not sure cause of death. So I think that's all to sort of update on the farm for the moment. Let's go to shopping. We've been shopping.
Yep.
These segments are getting smaller. So when we started, so week number 1, we had $20 to spend. Week number 2, $19 to spend, and it dropped by $1 a week. So we got $5 to spend. So $4.90 got me a kilo of apples. That's my segment done.
$4.95, 1.8 kilos of oats, 500 grams of dates.
Okay, so we're getting to the end of towards the end of the challenge where we're reliant on what we grow and harvest from the farm. So let's go to random item. So to make the challenge interesting, we have a random item which is wrapped up in a brown paper bag. We don't know what they are. We've discovered, because we don't know what they are, over the last 15 weeks, a lot of them are not food. We've got hairbrushes, matchbox cars, dummies, toothbrush, gaffer tape. There's quite a few that's not food. So note to self, if we ever do this challenge again, to let the people behind the scenes know we would prefer food. Anyway, so I think I'm playing left or right. Is that what's happening?
That's right.
Left. Oh, it's got some size to it, but the weight, I don't think it's 100 grams.
So a pair of onions.
Oh, an oven mitt.
Oven mitt.
There we go. Hi. You can't eat me.
Okay.
What have you got? Something small but
Play the
edible.
game, is it food?
Is it food segment? Yeah.
Barbecue beef jerky.
Oh. At least it's food.
It is food.
How many grams?
50 grams.
50 grams.
50 grams.
Oh, awesome. Some beef jerky.
Yeah.
We should, what flavour? Oh, barbecue flavour. We should compare that against the venison jerky. So a few weeks ago, I think it must be a week before last, or I don't know now, shot a deer before Christmas. And not all of it, but a lot of it that I did cut up turned into jerky, and there's still a couple of legs in the freezer. So yeah, be interesting to see. They're professionals, so that'll probably taste a lot better, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that should be good. Very good. Well, I got some food, so that's
You got
great.
some food, and my hands can stay cool when I'm getting something out of the oven. All right, anything else to update before we go to a challenge?
I don't think so. I didn't really cook anything interesting. I've just been cooking my baked custard, which that's what I use the oats and dates for. And yeah, I've had some hams that made a few weeks back, which I've been cooking some of those. But outside of that, I don't think there's been anything too interesting that I've cooked.
Yeah, I haven't. I've been making a little bit of homemade eggnog. Just some water, some egg, a little bit of honey, and just blend that up and heat it up to about 60 or 70 degrees and just drinking that. And this morning for breakfast, I did have some fresh heart and kidney from the lamb. I didn't offer any to Evan, so this is the first he's knowing about it. I was just like, oh, this is nice. So yeah, I always enjoy those when they're fresh. So we better go to our challenge.
Well, I think before we do, we're 3/4 of our way through the big challenge,
Yes.
Survive or Thrive. Like, how are you feeling with it?
I'm looking forward to it ending.
You are?
I need to
Okay.
be honest. And more out of probably more out of a convenience thing of like, it's very hard to socialise because like, oh, I'll pop in and see that person, but then it's like, oh, do you want to stay for a meal? No. Oh, did I bring anything? No. I've got to go home. So it's not good from that regard. But over the next few weeks, I want to start documenting some of the things if I was to do it again, and also to give some people some value. So rather than get to the end of it and go, I did it, and what did you learn? I'm like, oh, I don't know, I went without chocolate or something. Like, because there's a few components that what I've realised of, and I've touched on a little bit, even outside this challenge, is collaboration farming. If you want to set yourself up to grow your own food, you're probably not going to do it on your own. Like, you can, but it's better to go, I'll grow the beef, you grow the watermelons, or like pick a few things that you're good at and work with some other farmers, because if you try and milk the cow, grow the beef, have the lambs, have the pigs, have the veggie garden, have the orchard, unless you've already started with a farm with some established orchard, established systems for like your cattle, like you're going to need different fencing and cattle yards and cattle crush, and unless you've started with a lot of infrastructure and a well set out farm with irrigation and water points and everything, to just start to go, I'm going to grow my own food and try and tick sort of 7 or 8 boxes, it's going to be difficult. So I think that's one thing that comes to mind, is the collaboration. Yeah, so I want to start sort of documenting. I was thinking about it yesterday of going, what are the things I've learnt? So if someone did do it, maybe they've got a little bit of a step-by-step, so we can maybe share a bit more detail into that. So, but if you're watching and you've got questions for us, please put that in the comments. We'd love to sort of hear, like, what do you want to see from us? So we finish the 20 weeks. What questions do you have from us about growing your own food? Because that's what we've done for 15 weeks now, with, as you've seen, just a small budget from the supermarket. So what about your thoughts?
Yeah, I think for me it's been really interesting, probably just realising that I can get away with having a fairly basic diet and still be fairly happy with a basic diet, and I guess probably enjoy that as well. So I guess probably one of my takeaways at the moment is, how do I keep doing some of the things that I'm doing? I don't necessarily going to do everything, but just keeping a fairly basic diet and trying to eat mostly off the farm. Like, how to actually do that, especially when you're in a family environment, and you know, if our families haven't been on this journey with us, so we can't just walk back in and say, okay, now we're going to be eating this for dinner, because that's what I've been eating for the last 20 weeks. So yeah, I guess I just don't want to go back to old ways, old habits, if you like.
Yeah,
I want to go, okay, this has been good, and I think there's been probably health benefits as well.
Yeah.
Where do we get a bit of a balance, if you like? That's what I'm probably trying to navigate mentally over the next little period.
Yeah, like definitely the family aspect has been difficult, because I naturally enjoy cooking and sort of meal prep, so other times I'll be like, oh, let's go get creative in the kitchen, and I sort of do it. I don't actually eat any of what I'm cooking. So, but like even before the challenge, we're probably eating, like, we weren't buying much meat, but I probably want to get a little bit more creative with the meat. That's why, like, this is the first time I've processed a pig and a lamb in one day, and go, let's actually mix that and turn them into sausages. Since the like the challenge started, jerky. I'd never made jerky before the challenge. So I'm like, and I've realised jerky, there's a little bit of labour in the prep of just mainly cutting up all the meat. But after that, after the dehydrator is on, there's not much effort to it. And it's really nice. And when you look at the price of like something like that at a service station, it's probably $10. And I'm sure at the supermarket it might be less, but jerky's really expensive. So yeah, moving forward, I would definitely like to have the goal of like not buying in any meat. And we weren't really doing that before, but just be a bit more proactive of how do we have variety, because we do have rabbits, chicken, pork and lamb, and we have the venison. I don't think I've missed anything. Yeah, but how do we yes, I suppose value add or process that meat so there is variety within that. So yeah. And it probably shows where we need to do a lot of effort for self-sufficiency purposes into like orchards. Like if we were to do this like next year or the year after, to go put some solid effort into a citrus orchard or some apple trees or some fruit trees that are fruiting. So, and the other takeaway, and I knew this before the challenge, but in my opinion, growing protein like meat, livestock is easier than a veggie garden. That's my personal opinion, and I know others share that. Now, if someone's really good at running a veggie garden, they might go, no, veggie gardens are so easy. But that's probably something I look back on the 15 weeks to go, it would have been good to put a lot more effort into the veggie garden, but on the other hand, to go, how much more effort would we have put into it, and how much output would we have got? Where if you spend sort of 5 minutes a day feeding some chickens and you get eggs, like it's very little effort, because they're sort of doing the work for you. So yeah,
very good.
Yeah. Anyway, there's some thoughts.
Good to hear. I think probably next week, that'll be like sort of a month to go, so we'll probably have to do an inventory and a little bit of an update. Okay, how are we tracking? Are we gonna meet our goal of having the same amount of protein on the farm as when we started?
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that next week. Right now, should we go to the challenge?
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, so here's the challenge. We've got a bow and arrow. I think it's a kid's bow, but it's still a bow and arrow. And we've got some boxes out there. Now, if you hit the middle box, you get 10 points. And if you hit the top box, you get 50 points. The bottom box, you get nothing. So, and rather than just having so many shots, we get 3 minutes each. So if you rush your shots and you hit nothing, or you might spend more time. So there's a little bit of strategy. I'm not sure how we're going to go. Is there anything else we've got to discuss?
No.
Let's set up these cameras. Let's go. Go.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing for the first shot for Evans. Going for his second shot. Oh, and he misses all the boxes. How many arrows can he shoot in 3 minutes? He's currently got 2 minutes and 31 seconds left. Going for the third shot.
Oh, got one.
So we've got the middle box, and that's 10 points. If he gets the top box, it's 50 points. Oh, it hit the side of the middle box. He could have got an extra 10 points, but it deflected as he picks up his arrows, getting ready to go for shot number 5 and number 6. He has got 1 minute 51 seconds on the clock.
Oh, bottom box.
Hit the bottom box, which is 0 points. Oh, I think that arrow was on target, but it went off to the right. He's over halfway. He's got 1 minute and 19 seconds to go. Oh, it's gone in the bottom box. So currently he's on 10 points. Oh, it hit the top box but didn't go into it. He just missed out on 50 points there. He has 45 seconds to go. He'll be able to get another 2 shots in. Will he be able to get more? 37 seconds to go. Oh, he's got another 10 points. 19 seconds. 17. 14. 10. 9. 8. 7. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. I'll let him take this shot, even though time's up. Oh, and he almost got the 50 points at the top.
I got 10 points.
So Evans hit the middle box twice, so he's got 20 points. It's now up to me, having 3 minutes of shooting to see if I can beat 20 points.
Go. He's taking his first shot.
I have never ever used this bow, so I'm not sure.
Never used it. Oh, bounced off with the second shot. Two minutes 35.
All right.
Oh, so close. Oh, a little bit low. Oh, too low. Oh, he's got one, 10 points. Well done. Oh, he's up to 20 points. 1 minute 22 seconds. All he's got to do is get one more in the middle box and he has won. And there it is, folks. He has won. Let's see how many points he can get though.
You beauty.
Oh, just slight low. Oh, he got it, but didn't go in because he knocked the box off. He can't get 50 points now.
Does that mean it wasn't taped on properly?
No, I think that should be 50 points. That was a clean hit. Got 18 seconds. Can he get another shot in? 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Hit the top box but didn't go in. There we go. What did I get, 30 points?
Well, I think you've got to count that top box.
Okay.
You knocked it off. But
So,
if it was sitting on there properly, it would have gone in.
all right. So Evan got 20 points. I took away, what's that, 80?
80 points.
80 points. Thank you very much. I think we still need a bit more practice on the bow, but thanks for watching and we'll see you next week.
See you later, guys.